Namaste, it's the Spiritual Daywalker, hashtag Schrödinger's cards, with your tarot card reading for the next full moon phase from 14th of June until 29th of June. This one will be a strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. So Aries, that means for you, you get even more fire energy, right? But it's a little like a grounding version of it, since Sagittarius is the planner of the fire signs, right? The one that is very passionate about exploring something, but then very organized going about it, I feel, right? And for you as an Aries, just tackling things head on, that might be exactly what you need, also with Saturn retrograde, to think about how you are actually going to manifest what you decided to manifest, and these past experiences that have been quite interesting for you, right? Like realizing what you have to put up with and what you don't have to put up with, right? And just knowing your worth, rearranging something inside you, like your mindsets of what you truly not only desire but also deserve, right? And that's a beautiful thing. So that being said, it's a general reading, so if the message resonates with you, feel free to drop a comment. If it doesn't, then drop the message, right? I don't do love readings. If love comes up in a reading, that is on you because you are attracting it, right? But I don't want you to manifest anything into your reality just because I say so, since life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You are the projector of this holographic reality, right? Hence the name Schrödinger's cards. So let's see what the cards hold for you, Aries. One more needs one more shuffle. I don't know why. Just gut feeling, right? All right. So the energy you're coming from is the moon. So, like I said, you've been dealing with your subconscious and things coming to light. A little trouble addressing it. Hence, you're not the you like expressing your emotions, but you're not the big talker about it. You go deep, right? Feeling into it, but through experience rather than through talking it out, right? And the moon, it seems like you have been talking it out in the past, or maybe it's still sitting with you. See, like, the Ace of Cups in reverse is in your present, and in the near future is the Six of Coins in reverse. So you're working on that new beginning in love, or you're realizing that new beginning in love. Well, that being said, new beginning in love doesn't exactly mean romance, right? Especially with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is emotion overflowing. It's the full potential of emotionality. Emotionality being everything, right? It's not only, well, all is love in a sense, right? But it can be the love to the universe, the trust in God and stuff like that, right? It's all overflowing right now, and it's a little tough to handle because something in the past has come up with that moon card right here, that is, well, it's a pain to deal with a little. Could be a Cancer, but then again, a Cancer confronting an Aries with the subconscious root of his emotions is not always pleasant, is it? I know, because I'm a Cancer, right? And I love being a Cancer, but it's it's a piece of work sometimes, right? Because you feel it all, and you're like wanting to feel it and diving into it consciously, very aware of it, right? And you're rather tackling things head on. And in this, coming from this past, there's something right now that is making you overflow, and I believe it is whatever it is you want to achieve right now. It is something you put a lot of love in, right? So you've decided that you want to do what you love, right? Being very passionate about it. And now this is, well, getting the better of you in a sense that, probably impatience about not knowing how to go about it. Because that Six of Coins in your near future, it feels like it is working out. There is a win, because the Six is, well, the Six of Coins especially is manifesting something in your reality and experiencing a win about it, right? But it's also it also talks about balance, right? Maybe putting in more that you get out of it. because it's on its head, so the energy is a little delayed. You're still pouring in your passion. Let's see what the energy for the reading is, just to know. It's that Queen of Swords in reverse. See that beautiful Queen of Swords? Like, she speaks the truth, right? She wants the truth, and she's accepting nothing but the truth, right? However, this being on his head, it's still that moon energy from the past that is kind of lingering, that needs to be addressed. Something needs to be addressed here. Let's see in the clarifications. I feel this is not your energy, in a sense, like the moon is showing you something about another. Doesn't mean love exactly. I feel like this is for you, this is just manifesting your reality and the stability you want, right? So yeah, there is a lot of emotion about it, a lot of feeling involved, because the Ace of Cups is in reverse right now, means it's a lot for you to handle right now, and it's like, it's both, right? So right now when you're sad, you're feeling really fucking sad. When you're happy, you really feel happy, like you're in that state of bliss and everything is beautiful and grateful for everything, yada yada yada. So the Ace of Cups is like, it represents, if it's delayed especially, it represents a little moodiness, trying to get that energy steady, right? That overflow of happiness. Like when it comes in, you're appreciating it, right? And then when you're sad, you kind of think like, you kind of hate yourself for not being able to hold that vibration. But you know what? It's all part of the plan, right? It's all part of the plan. Like, be patient. Let's see in the clarification, the moon is clarified by the Five of Swords in reverse, by the Temperance in reverse, and by the Two of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Yeah, well, you've been looking for direction on where your passion should lead you, but then again, the Five of Swords, because of the Two of Wands, right? And then the Five of Swords is a change in your mindset, right? Five of Swords is letting go of some mindsets that hold you back, and adopting others that maybe they take you forward, right? There is that Temperance angel crossing both in the middle, though. That is in reverse. So universe basically trying to make you address something that is unknown to you, right? It's like you have to feel into you and really challenge the belief systems you're working with to realize what this healing period, because the Temperance card, it's like it's healing something, and some wounds that are deep in your subconscious, because it's all clarifying the Moon card right there, right? So that's your recent past. You're coming out of digging deep into you, into yourself, and struggling with your mindsets and the direction of your life, basically, because that Two of Wands is asking you where you want your fire energy to go towards, right? It's looking for that direction. It's all on its head. So the Moon, clarified by all in reverse, is like, it's been tough to dig deep, huh? And maybe, just maybe, you thought you were digging deep and then you got distracted by something. Fair enough. I mean, you're in the Ace of Cups right now, in reverse. It's clarified by the King of Cups, by the Ace of Wands, and by the Four of Cups. That is very fucking interesting. So there is a lot of passion right here with that Ace of Wands crossing both the Four of Cups and the King of Cups. The King of Cups, however, well, this could be, yeah, probably. It probably is another person, right? Doesn't have to be a love reading like that. Seems, though, as if you were in a love situation which is leaving you a little in discontent, because it's driven by passion, but it looks like it's confronting you with a form of emotionality you don't like to address, really. So it seems like, coming from that Moon card, where you were struggling with rearranging your mindset and finding a direction, right? And realizing that you have to love that process because it's all a part of healing, right? Now you're in that energy where like emotionality just takes the better of you because there's a trigger energy, and that trigger energy is the King of Cups. The King of Cups can be a person, but it can also be like situations, whatever, an energy that I feel is triggering you from the outside to go within, right? So something about this doesn't feel right because it's confronting you with the Four of Cups energy, with something that is still like you're discontent about. There's something like, well, a four, it is a card for stability, right? About emotionality, cups, it's a water energy, but, well, it seems like this stability making you see clearly what is unhealed within you, right? And that's why this discontent comes up. That's why the card is kind of like, yeah, it's talking about discontent, but it's basically just this four, right? Which is very much in this reality. A four is a card of stability, of making something grow, like it's duality, right? And then cups, the emotionality, is very much the hidden. So it feels to me like the water energy likes more, yeah, it likes a 5 more, a 6 more, whatever, right? Even not a 6. Well, a 6 is always good. Basically, you're moving in that 6 of coins. Long story short, the Four of Cups, it talks about discontent, even though everything seems in balance, but something inside you that is triggered right now is getting you into that high low kind of state. Like you're very ecstatic when it comes to feeling happiness, and you're very fucking depressed when it comes to addressing that which is not healed inside you. And that there is that King of Cups energy in your reality, like someone or something that gives you that comfort to feel into those, even like especially the harsher emotions, right? It's an energy that uplifts you into ecstatic happiness, but also comforts you when you're falling down. However, you don't exactly feel comfortable around this King of Cups energy because it's always confronting you. So that's why this Four of Cups is kind of, yeah, like I'm very much intrigued with this Ace of Wands energy when it comes to that King of Cups. However, it's always so emotional. It's always like digging deep, and at a certain point you don't want to dig deep. You want to progress, right? So let's see what you're moving into and how all of this is clarifying that Queen of Swords, because there's something unaddressed, right? There's a Four of Coins in reverse, clarifying the Six of Coins, and a Three of Coins in reverse, and a Page of Cups. That's very interesting. So the future for you is all about getting that stability, manifesting, right? So the Six of Coins is about, well, taking your manifestation to another level and being so eager that you're willing to put more into it than you're getting out of it right now. And that Four of Coins in reverse, the Page of Cups, well, Four of Coins is a beautiful card for stability, for wealth, right? And somehow you're not able, you're struggling to generate that. Even though the energy is there, it is delayed because of some Page of Cups, right? Because there's like, yeah, I believe it's the truthfulness about the the emotionality. Like that moon from the past is still sitting with you, and it's impairing your manifesting powers a little, right? can be, now I don't think it's another person. That Page of Cups right here is basically dialing down this emotionality you're in right now. It's just, well, it's a little youthful, might be like taken away by his emotions, the Knave of Cups, right? It's a princess also in other decks, the Page. So it is like a feminine energy. It's very much in touch with his true nature. And, well, that's kind of what you have to do right here, right? Is get in touch with that which has shifted within you, which you need to become aware of, because it's kind of impairing your manifesting powers right here. And that Three of Coins in reverse is also a card for networking, right? And yeah, working together. It's a card for teamwork, and something in this teamwork is not really adding up, which makes me think, back to that Knight of Cups, that this could be like a co-working situation or whatever, right? So you're very passionate, they're very emotional, shit is hitting the fan once in a while, and that's good for clearing, but it's not good to generate those pentacles, right? Because the pentacles are about stability. They are about that, like manifesting some like tangible in your life. And right now you're all about the cups, right? That Wands energy, that is you wanting to move forward. But right now you're all about, like, you're overflowing with that Ace of Cups. And what you're moving into is getting it more into manifestation, but therefore you have to confront this Page of Cups right here. So there is like a message, an insight, or a new beginning in your emotional body that you kind of have to address to be more balanced and be able to get that Six of Coins upright, so it's in balance, right? So you're not like putting in so much energy and it's being absorbed by the emotionality because it's not balanced, right? But if that makes sense to you, it's like there's something in that moon past right here that is still a little, like, that is still unaddressed, and it seems like the emotionality in the current situation is confronting you with that. So you look inside yourself, what emotions come up when you think about manifestation, because the emotions is what you're actually manifesting with, right? So you have a plan, that is good. Feel passionate about it, that is good. Then what you need to get there, that is quite interesting, because like when you think about the actions you need to manifest that, or when you think about that which you're manifesting, yeah, you're very passionate about, but the emotional side of it, what emotions come up? Are there demons to fight, right? It's like the money mindset, for example. If you're thinking about money, what emotions come up? Because these emotions is where you manifest that money from. So if you're thinking about money and the only thing you're feeling is anxiety of scarcity because, right, it's always going out, then that is what you need to address, need to change within you, so that when just the idea of money comes up, you have a positive feeling about it. It's like, yay, money, cool. We can like do funny things with it and keep it flowing, right? If you're able to get into that feeling, like every time money comes up, you think like, hey, nice, right? That's a true feeling inside of you. That's the place you manifest money from, right? And it seems like the way you're dealing with your own emotions, or the emotions that are linked to certain ideas of generation, manifestation, that is your Queen of Swords right here, right? Like finding out or speaking some truths, right? How you're dealing with that. There's a lot in here. I feel there's a lot in here. Also, like, the exact situation you're in can be like, it can play out in so many ways, right? For some of you, it's a work situation where you know, trying to be passionate about it and then rolling over people that are very sensitive and they're confronting you. For others, it's a love situation where you feel like you're lost within yourself and suddenly like a king of cups comes along and is showing you the comfort you need to express all those feelings and address all those feelings, right? So it can be either way. Nevertheless, you're moving into an energy that is caring about how to manifest that into reality, but there's something about that emotionality you have to address and have to work with and have to be open to. It doesn't mean you have to, like drown in it, but something about this is trying to show you how to use those emotions for giving you direction and not only see them as a hurdle to overcome. Let's see what the universe wants to tell you as an advice card. It's judgment. Well, that's a nice advice, huh? It's judgment. Judgment is not only making a judgment call, right? It's also talking about taking stock and karma and having to address something. There's a lot in that card. It's the 20. It is the active side of justice, right? It feels to me like that. It's an angel that is trying to tell you something or trying to speak through you. Yeah, it is like there's something within you that needs to be addressed. A feeling that you kind of know what it is, but you're trying to work with it or around it instead of working at it. But working at it is basically, what's going to take you further. Let me clarify this judgment, just because it's like, Ace of Swords, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Hierophant. The Ace of Swords in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Hierophant. Yeah, it is about your value system, right? It's about you taking care of how your moral is built. So right now you're confronted with so much emotionality. There's good and bad news about this is it's trying to confront you with something that is not healed within you, right? Gain some wisdom about how you want to build yourself up. There's an Ace of Swords in reverse again, so there's some truth not spoken. And the Four of Wands in reverse crossing this, which kind of means whatever is triggering you, the good news about this is you don't have to stick with that. You don't have to be always triggered. You have to be triggered once, see what it's trying to tell you, learn that lesson, make a judgment call about it, how you want to feel, and then go with that, right? How you want to feel about a certain thing. Embrace that, do your affirmations, whatever, to connect that emotion with the thought, but then make a judgment call about how to go about this emotionality, whether you want like a Page of Cups in your reality or not, right? It seems like right now that energy is perfect to confront you, and then at a certain point you are allowed to allow yourself a different environment, a different input, right? It's cool to be confronted with these emotions because something within you needs to be addressed, right? And once you have addressed that and the truth about how you truly want to feel or how you're actually feeling, some trauma, whatever, something that always gives you like a bad feeling about something you actually want to achieve, right? As soon as that's addressed, you can let go of the environment that is stressing you out so much about these emotions, right? You can move somewhere into a mindset to different people, into a different community, whatever, that is comforting more of what you're comfortable, like that's more comforting for you, like that is more of what you feel comfortable with, right? So yeah, look at these emotions, let them trigger you, see what comes up, be honest about that, right? And then make a decision whether you want to feel like that or not, and whether after you address that, right, you want to stay in that environment that is triggering you so much. So it's a good thing to be triggered, and then once you learn your lesson, you don't need the trigger anymore, right? Once you learn your lesson, you don't need that trigger anymore, and you can go about your ways, but in a different way, because you've grown, right? It seems very interesting right now. For you, there's some, like a source of emotions to clear that is a little in your way when manifesting, but you're moving into this manifestation mode. And still, there's that Page of Cups right here that is trying to like show you something about how you're feeling, right? And why all these coins are in reverse, why it doesn't feel stable, what you're generating here. So about you being true to yourself, about what you truly desire, right? And it seems like something has shifted within you, or rather it is shifting, right? It's stuck. It's like a subconscious trauma that someone is triggering here. The moment you realize that, maybe you don't need that someone or that situation like this anymore, and you can be like, okay, I got it, right? This is always triggering me because somewhen in the past my mother said this, my father said this, whatever, or I was, I like had a bad fortune, and it somehow it stuck with me, right? Like a kid putting his hand on the hot plate and never ever cooking again, right? And this is something that is addressed within you right now. It's very pivotal, and it's the very emotion that is giving you a hard time manifesting what you truly want, because it always comes up. Once you address that, then you can make a judgment about how you truly want to build your own value system up, your emotional body, right? And move out of that situation that is triggering you so much. So that it is a plus and a minus right here, but you're getting there. You're getting to that truth, to that Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, so if that resonated with you, feel free to drop a comment. If it didn't, drop the message, right? And thank you so much. Like and subscribe to the channel. Definitely, there's gonna come up, I'm gonna produce some more content, definitely, right? And also, there's gonna revolve a brand around this, right? I want to build my own tarot deck. I'm very much in research about that right now, so stay tuned, and thank you for being with me here, like for being with me on this journey, right? And it's quite a journey, as it seems for you, Aries, right? For me, it's too. It's also. So thank you so much, and yeah, drop a like and a comment. See you next time.